Fallon welcomes Jerry Seinfeld. NBC Tonight.
It's called The Pit. It's a classified prison. It's home to the most violent and dangerous criminals the world has ever known. At least it was, until the blast hit.
One way or another, I'm gonna find you.
How many inmates got out?
A lot.
Breaking news.
That breaking news is from downtown LA, where a shopping mall is a big crime scene tonight after at least 2 people were shot near a Target store. NBC4's Darsha Phillips is live at the mall on 7th and Figueroa. Darsha.
Kathy, one witness telling us that he heard at least 8 shots fired in what was a very busy shopping center behind me. Now, it's not clear if these shots were fired inside or outside of the Target store, but it happened just before 9 p.m. tonight. And you can see several officers still investigating, a lot of them inside the Target store. Now, we do have cell phone footage from one witness of a victim being worked on by paramedics. They're desperately working on one of those victims. LAPD says the victims were both men, one possibly a security guard. LAPD says both were transported to hospitals and that one of those victims was not conscious and not breathing at the time he was transported. And we are learning from LAPD just moments ago that telling us that those victims are in stable and critical condition at the hospital. Now, I do want to mention at 9 p.m., this shopping center was packed with people. We spoke to 2 witnesses, one who was inside the Gold's Gym downstairs. The other had just left the Target store seconds before the gunfire erupted. They have the accounts of the terror and the panic as everyone tried to run or take cover. Take a listen.
I was just walking out of the door about 10 seconds before the shots went off.
Everybody was panicking, yelling. It's like, you know, run to the back, run to the back.
By the time I got to the staircase, you just heard 2 shots go off. Everybody was kind of, you think it's a firework, you don't assume the worst immediately. And then there's like 6 more shots pretty quickly.
My first thought was like, this is a shooting, you know, it's a massacre of some sort. So I ran out through the exit on the side.
Nobody really looked back because we could hear kind of bullets whisking by us. We just started running up the stairs.
There was big buff dudes, you know, in the gym just, you know, taking off and running.
The main thing I remember is like there was a little girl next to me and just seeing her family like pick her up and run off. Something that can just be a normal night before New Year's turns into like something totally different in a split second.
Now, back here live, here's another look at the investigation and the crime scene here. A lot of that investigation right now taking part inside the Target store. Now, police are still searching for the gunman. He is described as a white man with curly hair, wearing a black shirt, gray sweatpants, gray scarf, and gray backpack. Police say he is considered to be armed and dangerous. He fled from the area on foot. If you encounter him, you are asked to not approach him, but to call 911 immediately. That's the latest from downtown Los Angeles. I'm Darsha Phillips. Kathy, we'll send it back to you.
Darsha, thank you. About a half an hour later, and just a mile from that scene, 2 people were shot on the corner of 7th and Maple. News Chopper 4 was over it. It happened at a homeless encampment. No word on a suspect, but officers found 1 man and 1 woman. Both were hit. It is still unclear if it's connected to the shooting that happened outside that Target. A wound and burn doctor in Beverly Grove is being accused of allegedly drugging and sexually assaulting a woman at his home, and police say there may be more victims. NBC4's Tracy Leong live in Beverly Grove with the details and the response from the doctor's attorney. Tracy.
Yeah, Kathy, according to LAPD, the doctor worked here at the Wound and Burn Centers of America here in Beverly Grove, as well as the Catalina Island Health in Catalina as a visiting specialist. While he's only charged with assaulting 1 person, police do believe there are more victims out there. Police arrested 42-year-old Babak Hajoseni of Los Angeles on November 26 for allegedly sexually assaulting an unconscious person. He was released on bail 3 days later. Investigators said the doctor used job recruiting websites offering high wages to try and lure in potential victims, allegedly inviting them to his home to work overtime after hours. Once at Hajoseni's home, police said he pressured 1 person to drink alcohol, causing the